I'm on my new bike and with my cat, and everyone else is on the demon grinder or on the boat, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Do you have to stay
Cool.
along the sticks for the trip?
Yes, to stay with the boat. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right. Who's gonna keep watch? Do you want to run? Vin?
Vin wants to
Yeah,
keep
Vin,
watch.
Vin will definitely keep watch. I think Tamilla's doing like. I think you usually have her roll survival whenever we travel, if you want her to.
Yeah,
She is
go
in
ahead
a
for navigation. Yep. And then, awesome. Go ahead and roll for Vin.
Are you doing it, Jimothy, or am I?
We'll race.
For racing or to what? To perception?
To open Vin's character sheet and click perception. Have you already done it? Wow,
I have, yes.
well done.
I won.
Okay. All right. No, you don't feel dumb. So you got, yeah, 26 is great though. So I'm just seeing if you guys have seen this area yet, what's happening here. So you see, or Vin sees, I should say, what looks like a giant building with the rudder of like a boat. And it appears to have crashed into this mountain. Right. Here's the Modrons. Yeah, you see them, you still see or Vince still sees them there, but as you're like here-ish, in this mountains areas, you see there's like a crashed building and with almost like a boat, like a cross between a boat and a building. I think you just never noticed it before. It seems pretty destroyed. It seems fairly destroyed, like it would take a lot of people, a lot of time and materials to repair. Yeah. Oops, I moved someone's text there. It's hard to read her, but she seems to appreciate you pointing out tactical information. So you proceed along. Yeah. No major... Oh wait, I need to check for the weather. Okay. The weather is normal. You could do a short rest, but not a long rest. And then you wouldn't be able to do stuff like your navigation or your perception. So like, Pavel could rest, but yeah. Right. Working on a spell. Oh. Okay. That could be used. Navigating and driving is not. Oh, right. Spinch. Spinch was proficient, right? With land vehicles. So he'll try. Yeah, Crikey has never driven before, so, you know. She could. I think she's... Yeah. Do you want one of them to drive? They'd have to learn, though. Oh yeah, Jazzy. Do you want to do that on the road or wait till you get to camp? Okay. As soon as Jazzy sees her, he bows in reverence and says, it would be a great honor. And she looks really uncomfortable about it, but she says, she's like, no, just stand up, it's okay. I'm not one of Zariel's. And Jazzy suddenly like wipes off some sweat from his brow and like looks casual and says, "Oh, well, do I have to then?" And she looks to Pavel like, "Is this what wizards do?" Yeah. Give me an Arcana check to see how well you describe this to her. 12. She seems a bit confused, and when Jazzy hears the word contract, he seems very intrigued all of a sudden. And he says he has a great contract idea, and he like takes her hand and like starts like grabs like a parchment and quill and starts writing contract with her.
the making Lahiri more capable is good. Something we
It is
should
good
do.
for us. It is definitely good and good for us. Lahiri, is this something you want?
Yes, I need to protect myself.
And okay, and I'm looking at Jazzy, and I think I'm gonna maybe start to ask him if it's something he wants, and then realize, oh God, what am I doing? But I'll take out one of the Fey bells, and I shall. Let me read it first. Let me go back to it. Where's my Fey bell? Oh gosh, I'm sure I wrote it down. Did I not read it down? Okay, I definitely want to use it, but I will have to go find it unless you have it written down somewhere. I know it summons a little Fey litigator to come and help us, but yeah, I'm not gonna find it. But yeah, I'll take it out and I shall ring it.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, so what arrives is a little pixie. And she has a like glasses, and she has like a suit on and a little briefcase. And she immediately goes up to your face and says, "What are we working on?"
We would like a contract between Lahiri and her new familiar, Jazzy. I'm gonna point to the two of them.
Okay, and who's our client? Is it Lahiri or Jazzy?
Lahiri.
Okay, and we're trying to get her the best terms, right?
Absolutely.
All right, can do. So she is going to, it's going to take like the rest of the car ride to negotiate the contract with Jazzy. But the contract pretty much works like a find familiar spell. But Jazzy gets out of it though is that she is going to treat him like an equal, and make sure that he has safety and comfort when there isn't like an active battle.
That's great.
Neat.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's no rolls that need to happen or anything. It's just the fairy or the pixie negotiates everything, and then as soon as the contract is signed, she goes up to you, Tamila, and says, would you like to fill out a survey about how good I was today?
Sure. And I'll just like not look at it and just like scratch like max points on all the things and hand it back. Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, I can't wait to report this to my superiors. And she disappears.
It's definitely how I handle all surveys in real life.
Yeah.
That's
Finch, as you are currently driving, we're all driving the drow over to Respen's tower. You do notice a paper plane heading in your direction.
I will try to catch it while still giving my full attention to the road.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
Alright.
Nice.
Oh, decent.
Absolutely do catch it. Let me get it up for everyone. So, whoops.
And we saw a giant crashed ship that looked like it had a rudder of a boat in the side of a mountain.
Oh,
and
which
we
mountain?
left it alone. This one over here that has the new symbol on it.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
We definitely did not stop right now.
Yeah, we're a bit of on a mission. Get these people. Wait, so it was a ship? Were there any symbols on it denotating like it came from El Terrell?
I think it was actually described as a giant building with a rudder-like element.
Mm-hmm.
A giant crashed building that seemed very destroyed, that would take a long time and a lot of people to repair, potentially. But we did not ask about discerning symbols or architecture.
Vin was the one who spotted it. He would respond to Spinch and just say that it just looked like devilish in nature. It didn't have any symbols though.
Oh, okay. Crash. Cool.
Scroll to the bottom of this one for letter 2.
Okay.
Isn't Zariel's home base like a flying thing? Surely it's not that, right? Everyone's so distracted.
I think Vin would say probably not.
Probably not. Made something like that.
Cool. I don't know if Spinch would actually attempt reading it while he's driving. So I think he just like tucks it away while he's driving and will open it at a later time.
Okay. Sounds good.
Right. I like the cumulative nature, so like letter 1 and then the reply. I like that.
Yeah. It's for my notes too.
Makes it easy to track. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Since you also know that Pavel got a letter too just a little while ago, and
yes, from
Yes, yeah, and Pavel shared that we now have a way to like protect our letters, so that if they get intercepted and someone tries to open them, the letters will be destroyed instead of information going to the wrong person.
Yeah, right, because it was one of them was intercepted. Nice.
it's interesting. So,
okay.
Well, it could if someone got their hands on a blank sheet of paper, it wouldn't help. It would only be if they intercepted someone else's letter, and it would be destroyed. They couldn't read the correspondence.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense. See, it might be good to keep talking to Rhea, but maybe not.
Vin did not want to talk to Rhea, it seems.
He did not.
Okay. So I gotta get everyone on this page, but you do arrive at the tower. Do you want to go in the tower, or are you just setting the drow in? How do you want to handle it?
I mean, I think we collect our boat and let them go in and then set up camp for a long rest outside.
Really, I kind of want to see what happens when Respen and Apocrypha like meet each other. Like,
I bet you do.
You think they'll fight? No, not the after. I'm just like, I don't know. Okay, sure. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I don't have any popcorn, but this is like the best drama we're gonna get. So, just saying. We should go talk to the dude. Also, didn't he promise like some kind of reward or something if we did what he asked, or was that just an exchange for us going?
I think he gave us the bubble and we get to keep it.
That's true.
Like we didn't think we were gonna come back.
That is true. Right.
I
still want to see this.
Like, demand things from them.
Okay, well, y'all can do what you want. I am going to try to stealthily watch what happens when they see each other.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I'm
Nice.
very stealthy.
Yeah, you hide kind of in the middle of the group, behind all their cloaks and things. Being small, you're easily able to hide in the group. As
You do have a disadvantage.
God damn it. Okay, thank you.
you're right. Oh wow.
Okay, you're
Still
good.
the 23. Still the 23.
Yeah. Thank you, Pavel. You do notice that all the other drow also seem very interested in how this is going to play out. You know, you hear a few whispers about like, do you think she's going to kill him? Do you think she's going to take him to her chamber? You know, they're trying to predict. No one really knows how she's going to handle it. And when she arrives, Respen greets her on his knees and begs for her forgiveness, and tells her that, you know, she can have his chamber and his tower, and he'll do what he can to return them home. And she will simply, you know that she can speak telepathically, so unfortunately you're not sure what she says, but you do see Respen's face look kind of sad, and he just simply steps aside as she goes further into the tower. Seems that she has not forgiven him.
Mm-hmm. I guess for leaving, right? Because he abandoned them.
Yeah, both
Probably.
that and for not being, you know, only hers.
Gotcha, because he had the affair with his assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But she didn't kill him, which the other drow were like, oh, that's a pretty good outcome. And they all begin to, the closet that was his, like, kind of secretary and him begin to set up, like, cots and things around the tower for them. And a lot of it's just makeshift, like, blankets. It's not really, like, actual beds, because he didn't really have the facilities to house this many people, but he's doing what he can. And as the group begins to spread out, you realize that your cover will be blown and you leave.
Okay. I'll go back to our group. Okay. You probably wanted to set up the bubble and actually sleep before we go?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use a ritually cast tiny hut.
Awesome.
And I need to mark magic circle is not a scroll anymore. I just had it.
And how many people can tiny hut accommodate?
15, I think. Is that right? Or 8? I don't remember. Those are two very different numbers.
I thought it was 10 from memory, but unless you have a special.
Here we go.
Sure, it's in the description. Yeah.
It's 10-foot radius immobile
9.
dome. So 9. We were both wrong.
Oh, wait, but with you. 9 with you. So you are number 10.
Yes.
There's some weird stuff on here.
There you go.
Okay. So let me go back up to our list because we don't have any zombies. So Pavel, Vin, Tamila, Shadow, Spinch, Chugga, Lahiri, Crikey, Jen. Do our tiny creatures count?
No, we won't
Hopefully
count
not.
them. Yeah.
Tiny creatures count as 4. Like it can be 4. Take up the same
there you
space.
go.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that will take up the last spot then.
Yeah.
For both for the imp and the imp in the bag that's gonna be Stu and Piggy. and Lulu, of course. And Lulu.
I forget Lulu.
Oh, and Meepo. Sorry, and Meepo. That's important.
And then we have, how many zombies do we have? 3 dead zombies.
They're all corpses that are just hanging out in the Maggie.
Yes.
Alright, I'll just...
Can you kind of make the hut over Maggie so that no one can steal Maggie for us?
Maggie is too big. The hut will not completely cover Maggie.
Gotcha. Well, we can keep an eye on it, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Are they just ignoring us? Did they say thank you or anything for us getting them there?
No, they didn't. They just, it seemed like matter of fact, like you had to do this. Like this was the only thing that choice you could have made.
We had a positive reaction from our Apocryphals back in the prison when Pavel expressed the plan to get them to Helterel and then they can leave and give the materials. She had a positive reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm learning that might just be Drow's personalities to neutral's good. Neutral's not murdering is probably about the best praise you're gonna get.
And we had to do this because there's no other option would be there's no other possible option other than to help.
In their minds, yes.
Their minds. Well,
I think I have all of the tokens. Oh my goodness. Wait, where's Spitch? Spitch is here. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we are doing our long rest. Because you have the hut, are you doing watches or are you just doing the rest?
We should do watches, I think.
We should do watches, yeah, for sure. Maybe we don't want to lose the Maggie and the bikes and everything else. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's the order of watches?
Let's do alphabetical order. How about that?
Are we going to include Lahiri and Jin?
I think they can watch whenever they want to. Because, 4 is enough
double
to
up.
do. Yeah.
We can double up, yeah. Lahiri, Jin, Crikey, and Chugga.
Yeah, so they can give you advantage on any of your perception checks.
So they can counter out our disadvantage.
Tonight, yeah. Or I guess you guys...
Okay. I feel like I'm missing one that I said
but
earlier.
you don't know how perceptive they are.
It's okay if I'm missing somebody, but that's alright. Yeah, so you want to go in alphabetical, so just between the 4 of us, that is
Pavel.
Oh gosh, it's actually Pavel first. Pavel, you go first in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
P, then S's, then T, and then V.
Yep.
Okay. Pavel will go first.
Okay.
And Pavel, honestly, whoever they are, they're probably not worse at perception than Pavel. So Pavel will help.
All right, you're gonna
will help Lahiri.
All right. So she's gonna do perception. She gets a 17.
Nice.
Yeah. So she points out. You see the satellite dish from the Modrons come up during your shift and then go back down. And you see you hear inside of the tower, you hear it's mostly quiet, but you do hear the occasional voices talking. You can't really tell what they're saying, but you can hear just the sound of a voice. Yeah.
From Respen's tower?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. How close are we?
I assumed you were right outside.
Oh, okay.
Is that
sure.
Incorrect? Okay.
I thought there would be a little gap.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Maybe 50 feet is kind of what I thought.
Okay. Then you wouldn't hear anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But the tower would just seem quiet and still, and the weather seems kind of hot and humid and sticky, but not oppressive. Yeah. And she and Jazzy, she's letting Jazzy sleep, and she just says thank you and asks if you and Vin bonded at all.
Not yet. He's, I don't know, he seems a little absent-minded today. He did like incredible work in the tower. Like the final fight, like he won that fight. Like he won that fight.
He could be a very powerful friend.
Yeah.
Do you want to make any other friends?
Well, I mean, I feel like most people here are my friends. Like Vin's the only one who's like threatened to beat me up. Yeah.
All right, we'll keep working on it.
How is how is the spelling going? Casting. Have you gotten the hang of prestidigitation?
Yeah, you'll see she goes to clean off some of the blood from your clothes. And you see like half of it gets cleaned off. And then the other half just like re-wets itself.
Not bad. You keep at it. You're getting there.
She's like gleaming and excited.
And Pavel would like to spend some time actually communing with Shar. So just sitting down and closing his eyes and trying to will himself into a, pretend that it's darker than it is.
Mm-hmm.
and sort of commune with Shar a little bit. Because he's gonna sort of think to her he's very uncomfortable doing this. He doesn't quite know how to make this happen, and he's just putting it in his brain. There's all these people that want to learn. I want to teach them magic. I'm not very good at pretending to be someone else or convincing people that I'm someone else and getting them to do things for me. But I think I am a little bit good at empowering people with magic. But I'm worried that I'm giving them over to her and not to you. And I don't know if I should. Or if there's a way to teach them with the Shadow Weave.
Give me an Arcana and a Religion check. Okay. And Religion?
Sorry. I was just saying, Arcana is at disadvantage.
Right.
Religion, I am using my inspiration to make a straight
okay.
roll.
All right, great. Okay,
For
great.
18.
That's two pretty good rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. She will say, or you will feel that when you're teaching, feels like it could be towards her and away from Mistral. And that would be good for her. She needs more followers, as her churches have been mostly not allowed in most cities. The only reason it was allowed in El Terrell is because El Terrell accepts all gods, even bad ones. And other cities consider Shara to be a bad god. So they do not allow her church, so it's really hard for her to get more followers. So as long as you are getting more followers, that is a success for her. But you need to do more teaching of her ways, keeping to the dark, keeping secrets, or collecting secrets. So if it seems your path might be more gathering knowledge for Shar followers.
I am happy, but I don't say anything.
These are all like feelings
Okay.
that you get,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah,
your own
yeah.
logic telling itself like this could be
Okay.
for Shar, you know.
Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay. Pavel comes out of it, and that's I think that's probably all I'm doing between the perception and that for my shift. So I go along to Spinch and wake Spinch up.
I would suggest if Spinch wants a friend, he might talk to Crikey during his shift.
Oh, is Crikey also going to be awake?
Yeah,
I
you
think
get
we're
to
doing
pick one-
doubles.
Yeah, one NPC. So Crikey, Chuka, or
Oh, for sure.
Mako.
He's
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
Well, I want Jen and
Or Jen. Yeah.
just FYI.
Yeah, there you go.
awesome. I'll wake up Crikey.
Okay. Oh, hey, Spinch.
Thank you, Pablo. Hi, Crikey.
Have a good one.
Let's go check on the chickens.
Yeah, a lot of money,
Oh, yes.
so
And you know, I had an idea. Have you ever had a roasted imp?
No.
I think I will make us all breakfast. And that will be it. I've been thinking about the best way to do it, and I think that eggs could be a very nice coating.
Well, we only have one today, but I'll try anything you make.
I was hoping to do kind of like a crispy imp thing where I would coat the egg and then I would roll in something that I have here. I'm sure I have something. And then I would take some fat and I would heat it up and then we could just make it really crispy.
Ooh, that does
But
sound good.
I think we will have to wait until another egg.
Sorry. They must have been stressed out
It
today
is.
with all the traveling.
It is all. Yes, it's very stressful. We had a lot of people. Crazy amount of people.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't kill us. I heard drow were mean.
Oh. I'm not sure if I've heard of things like that, but yes, I am happy to.
Do you want him to roll perception or do you want to roll perception?
How perceptive are you, Craigie?
Normal perceptive?
Normal. How perceptive am I?
It's like a straight roll, yeah.
I think I will take this one, Craigie.
He'll help you, yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
nice.
Oh, you do have exhaustion. Right?
Oh.
Crikey's helping, right? So it's straight
Yeah.
roll?
Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah,
Cool, cool,
awesome. Yes. So, you being very perceptive, will notice that when Pavel was going to sleep, he seemed to be really pleased with himself. Like something good had recently happened to him. And
Nice.
then you would notice that the tower, you would see at the top of the tower, you would see Apocryphas kind of scouting or looking around the area and keeping an eye on you. And she had been hidden in like darkness, and you could tell she was specifically stealthily watching you all.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, seeing Pavel happy, Spinch is happy that his friend is happy. And so he's like, ha ha ha. And then he like sees Apocrypha as being sneaky and he's like, huh. Cricky. I
Spinch.
think that's a little weird. Don't you think that she's being all sneaky and she's watching us?
Well, she did seem to like you. You were carrying her around and stuff.
That is true. And it was weird because I felt like I really, 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 really liked her. And people say when you really, really like someone that it's called love. And so I felt like I loved her. But then afterward, after a little while, I didn't. It was weird.
Oh, did she use magic on you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I heard witches could do that. They can make you fall in love with them.
But I also heard that sometimes you can just fall for someone very instantly. Something like fall first love.
Love at first sight.
Love at first sight. Yes, yes. Maybe it was that.
Maybe she wants you to go to her.
Oh, but she did not wave a lamp or something. I think people say that when someone wants you to come over, you like wave something bright, like a torch.
That makes sense.
She was in lots of darkness.
I don't know much about drow or women.
Yes, me neither. It is okay. We know lots about farming and chicken and food, and that is good enough.
I think so too.
Man, the time has flown by. I have to wake up my next friend. Who's next?
What was the quote? We don't know much about women. Was that the Crikey quote?
I don't know much about drow or women.
About drow or women? Me and Jin are next.
Okay.
Okay, I'll wake up Tamila then. Tamila. I saw something weird, and I'll mention about Apocaphaz keeping an eye on us stealthily. And
I'll
also,
look
actually,
after
that Pavel's really happy, and that I'm happy for him.
That's nice. I wonder if Lahiri makes him happy. Seems like maybe she does.
I'll also say we have to hold on to the imp a little while longer because we didn't have enough eggs for the planned meal that I had.
Right.
Mind.
That sucks. Did we have any from yesterday?
Oh, do we?
How
often do they
putting it in the bag?
make
Yeah, it should be
eggs?
one per day. But I think we did roll yesterday. Or not, well, a D4 per day.
My sheet says 5 abyssal chicken nuggets, but I'm not sure if that's correct. I feel like
we've never used them. I feel like you've like accumulated them because it's always like a little bit too few to use.
Yeah, you always.
I feel like we used
one
them
for
once.
everyone.
I think we've definitely eaten them once because
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
sure yeah. But I don't know about after that. So this might be an old number. I'm just gonna remove it and just put 1.
We can wait. We can definitely wait another day. I'm excited for the roast imp.
Yes, I am going to try and make it very, very, very crispy.
This is
Anyway,
morbid at all.
good night.
Yeah. Good night. Get some sleep. I look up, is Apocrypha like still, and I'll look up Jin. I look up, is Apocrypha still like staring at us?
Yeah, Spinch has to like point out exactly where she's at because it's like a dark shadow in a shadow that he saw. And just like the light reflecting off her eyes from time to time, you could barely see.
Two
And
red glowy eyes.
yeah. You still see them there. Occasionally they blink.
Oh, can she see us through the dome? It is
I think you can choose how it looks or something.
The dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but is transparent from the inside.
There you go. So It would look at what color Pavel picked.
It's ebony.
There you go.
Okay. Black dome. That's a little. Yeah, I'll wake up Jen and ask her if she's all right.
Yes, I can't wait to get back to Dara and tell her how we did, and maybe figure out where the Weatherstone Keep is.
Are you going to be staying with us until we make our way back, or are you going to be parting from us to go back to her?
I don't think I could travel alone. I'll wait.
Maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll find this Weatherstone Keep sooner.
That would be good. We could ask maybe some locals.
I think the plan was to go to the Archway and travel there from using the Keystone. But we'll have to find that place too.
That seemed pretty far.
We did. Well, we'll make it. Do you want to practice shooting? I say in like the best attempt to legitimately help her be a better shot and not be patronizing or rude.
Yeah, she sounds excited for it. She doesn't get any hint of like rudeness from it. She's so yeah, you guys well, I don't think you can leave the dome, but I guess you could shoot outside of it. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll set up like a little target like just outside the dome, and 100% I think we're just shooting over people because we're terrible and just making sure they don't stir. But real slowly and not in a way that would compromise actually keeping watch. And I'm really keeping an eye on the tower as well as Apocrypha. I find it like a little weird of like that is the actions of someone who is watching her, people booby trap us, and I am keeping an eye on the Maggie and the vehicles and just everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead and give me do you want to roll perception or you want her to roll?
So my perception's actually not that great. Is she better at it? Is she okay? I have +2.
She has a +4.
I will help her.
All right. She gets 21. So yeah, she does notice Apocryphas just stays there. And then she doesn't really notice anything else besides the weather outside of the dome seems to be getting a little bit more windy as a hot air picks up, but the dome inside is comfortable and dry. And let's see how well she shoots. She misses like half her shots.
Is there anything I can do to like? I mean, I can't like artificially level her up or anything, but can I like
Right.
make her a little bit better shot? Like,
Yeah. Let's see how what should we use for this? I would say maybe survival would be a good one.
okay.
Like hunting.
I'm
Okay.
still at disadvantage, so that's the 14.
Yeah, you give her it's better than what she rolled in her attack. So you give her a little bit of a few tips that's more like about cuz she's used to hunting like game, and your tips are more about combat archery. And she seems to be taking them to heart, but you're both just so tired right now.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. All right. I guess the rest of the time. Oh, do I need to make any arrows? I probably should. Sorry. One sec. I have. Have I spent too much time, or can I roll to make some additional arrows?
Yeah, you can roll.
What dice do I roll?
Let's do. Oh my gosh, I forgot what we were doing. Was it a D6?
I think we change it every single time. I should probably write it down.
We should establish this at some point. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's per hour, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think we were doing a D4 per hour. Yeah.
Okay. So just 1d4 or 2d4 since we've been doing so much other stuff?
I would just say 1 because you
Let's do
spent an
1.
hour training, yeah. That's
Okay.
good.
And
Yeah.
sweetness, yeah. Okay, so we'll bump that up to almost a full quiver. And then I have to mark off those. And I'll mark off those. Okay. Cool. And then I will go wake up. I think I'm wake up Vin, and I'm assuming he'll talk to Chugga for a little bit.
Either that or
Maybe.
Meepo or both. I don't know.
Well, if Vin was here, he could decide.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
given
Vin wakes up.
I mean, both.
Yeah.
Both are an
Sure.
option.
Yeah.
I feel like wake up Vin and Chugga as like the official ones, but Meepo kind of just wakes up anyways and kind of joins his
That's
his
Vin's
mentor.
perception, and then I'll roll Chukka. Can you have one with advantage? Oh, whoops! I didn't need to roll twice. Okay, a 19 for Chukka. Chukka has the best roll. So, Chukka, do you point out Apocryphus? I assume.
I do, yeah. So
Okay.
I will. I'll mention to him everything that was passed on to me. And I'll specifically show Vin like the shadows where you can see her eyes, and and apparently Pavel's happy. Shrug at him.
He'll shrug back. All right. So yeah, Chukka will report to Vin that Apocryphas disappears during their shift. And then Vin will just do like his workouts and then wake you all up. He'll also work out with Meepo, so they're both doing workouts. And you see they're sweaty as they wake you up.
Okay.
Meepo uses his sweat to redo his mohawk spikes.
Oh, very cool. Let's see. Gotta put that in the note.
And they will tell you that during their shift, Apocryphas disappeared.
Do we want to speak to them before we leave?
I mean, I think we told them everything that we need to.
Okay.
I think.
Just
I mean, if they were
my...
watching us all night, they'll probably be happy to see us go.
I think we've established them as decent allies, and I think that if you message them in the future and we give them like good advice on how to get to. I mean, we told them where Elturel is, so they can make their way up. We're not leaving them the boat, but they haven't expressly asked for it either. So
I suggested that if they could get vehicles, that we could use the gate to send them to Elturel.
it's true too. We'll definitely be back in this part of the world when we need to revisit the Modrons, so we can check in on them then. Not worry about it.
Yep.
Do you have any opinions, Spinch?
No, I am just happy that Pavel is happy. Pavel, did something good happen?
Morning, Spinch. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We're doing good.
But what happened? Sharing good news is so fun.
I mean, there's Jazzy who is now on board the team, and Lahiri is getting good at prestidigitation. She's like halfway there.
Oh,
exciting.
you must be such a good teacher then.
Lahiri seems to think so.
I guess I need to roll deception.
Yeah, I'd say roll it with advantage because you're also telling the truth.
Okay. There we go.
What's your passive, Spinch?
Great question. 13. So I believe it.
Yeah, unless you're actively like
Just
looking for
barely.
lies, but
No.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Spinch generally, I think, is pretty believing towards his friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think there's a reason.
Cool. Okay, where to next?
Sorry, updating notes. Okay, so we need to go do Ball's mission that our other little imp he has a name. It's in my notes. But we need to go. What was it? Mally?
Balacross.
Balacross.
Mm-hmm.
Bally. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Bally. Yeah, we need to go find the Strix. I think. Can we talk to him? What direction? It's right. It's a Strix. We gotta go talk to and.
Sibriex. Yeah, it's a weird word. Contra Abyss.
Abyss. From here. So basically, the corner of the map that we don't know anything about yet.
I said Contra Abyss, right?
Okay.
Yeah. This way, towards the plains of fire. Where the...
Is it nearby? Like I'm gonna ask him.
Not so far. Yeah, it should only be 4 hours.
Okay. Is it near that ship that we saw yesterday?
A little bit further west, or Contra Abyss.
Okay. Anyone object to that being the next thing we go do?
No.
That was the
No
next thing, right?
objection from Spinch.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to do that. We need to go up there. We need to get our clink back and our monkey back, and then we need to deliver the monkey to. Well, I think we need to investigate the citadel. We need to use the monkey's knowledge to investigate the citadel, and then return to Mordenkainen. And we do also. I mean, while we're up there, maybe we do a detour to go visit Tiamat's place, because Tiamat wants to see you, and there's a spell book in it for you.
We can definitely do that next time we're in the area. But where are we on recovering Lulu's memories? Isn't that like an important thing too? And I think we have one out of the things that we needed. We need to go back to Muhadi's to try to find the hag that visits. And then the Modrons, I think, said we have to go Contra Abyssward towards the gladiator games. Right? Is that a thing? You get one of them? It's been a long time.
Yeah, there should be like an arena. Yeah. Way Contra Abyss.
Like, we are way Contra Abyss right now, aren't we?
We're Abyss.
Oh, yes. Okay, my bad.
All right, let's go do the immediate thing for Ball and get our plank and our monkey back first. I think you're right. We should do that first. I'll go from there.
Okay. Anything you guys want to do during the drive?
So we did get a full rest and we're no longer exhausted, correct?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, mark off full rest.
Hit points and
thanks for pointing that out.
a whole half the hit die got back. Yeah, that's
there
nice.
we go. Okay. Pavel is going to just immediately cast Sending using the 3rd level spell slot and spend all 3 of his sorcery points to twin it. And so something like he vomits as he's doing this. But the message that he's going to send is to the Night Mother and to Shady Sea.
Okay.
We helped devotees to Loth who wish to return to the Underdark. They are a wizard, a priestess, and laborers. Is there use for them?
Good gosh. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Maybe I could have waited to the end of the session.
No,
Just, like,
it should so
Yeah.
this was to Shady Sea, and okay, so for Shady Sea, we'll respond any information they have about tactically about this area or when we get back would be useful. And then the Night Mother will say, Loth is also of darkness. Perhaps we could ally them with us.
Okay. I mean, like, yeah, like an alliance against the werewolves would be pretty cool. Anyway. And then Pavel will just work on. What do I have to do? Well, we don't have any papers to submit now, so I don't need to work on the cantrip right away. But the other thing is, I don't think you can normally learn cantrips like other like leveled spells as a wizard. I don't think you can scribe them.
Yeah, I don't think that
yeah.
works that way usually. But based on the way Grace described the spell, you're able to essentially invent the spell yourself too. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So would it be essentially like a first level spell? So 2 hours and 50 gold worth of materials to just get the cantrip?
We can split it, so 1 hour and 25 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. Does it destroy the paper?
Roll an Arcana check to see if you can keep the paper.
Okay. Because like scrolls get destroyed, spellbooks don't. 16.
Yeah, I was gonna say 15 or higher. So yeah,
Okay,
you're good.
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Grace's gum. What is it called? I have to open it.
I don't
Cool.
remember. Guarding gum, I think. Grace's guarding gum.
Yeah. I just need to, like, because I need the whole thing. I have to go with you. Thank you.
Alright, so Pavel's scribing his spell. Spinch, do you want to drive again?
Yeah, for sure I can.
Okay. And then Tamila, do you want to navigate?
If I will navigate, and I'm sure Ben will keep watch. Give me a roll survival.
Yep.
And that should not be at disadvantage. I'm going to go back to normal, so that would just be the first roll, which was 28.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's great. And then I'm rolling Vin's perception there. So that's from Vin's sheet. Okay. Okay, so it takes 4 hours of driving as you drive back the way you came, pretty much, and then into a new area. So this terrain is the first time you've encountered it. You've kind of seen it or driven around it, but now you have to drive into it. There's like this tar that seeps through the soil. Like the soil is just nasty and tarry, and it creates these like oil slicks which are just constantly firing on fire like a little pilot light, and then occasionally they burst into these tornadoes of fire. For navigating this, it would usually be very difficult, but you rolled a 26, so you're able to get through it without getting blasted by a tornado of fire. As Tamila is able to figure out like the precursors to when the fire happened and safely tell Spinch which way to go. And you arrive at Balacross tells you which way to go to get to this Sibriex. And so we're going to get there. So that's...
How much time do we spend driving?
4 hours.
4 hours, okay. So I'm going to double check that I can do this, but I will put 3 hours into a new potion of healing if I can. If I have enough, and I think I do.
Yeah, check your materials. Should be
Yeah.
fine.
I think as soon as I finished the last one, like, y'all went and got more. It was just enough.
Yeah. All right. So what you see as you approach is a large platform, and it's surrounding it's like a 20-foot tall iron scaffolding. And you see 2 chain devils on top of the scaffolding, and they're torturing this fleshy, nasty-looking thing, which looks like this. And they're like
What was our mission again? Just go visit it?
I think we need to learn something from it.
Yeah, you need to learn where Belle's adamantine rods are.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Yep. And you see that Demon Icar is like drooping from his wounds, which is like bound by all these chains. And then you also see, as you approach, coming out from behind the platforms is a jackal-headed fiend, which you're familiar with. As you saw one on the one ship that you guys boarded a long time ago. And you saw
this one's different, though?
Yeah. This one's different, a different fiend. An Arcanoloth. Okay, so that is what you see, and I'll take you to the map, but I might have to change your tokens to the map, so.
I remember
I wanna talk
to
to
just
the...
approach these, I think. They have like a big radius where they hurt you.
I want to talk to the imp before we get like we'll park the vehicles away and let the rest of like the squishy members all be away. But just talking to the imp, like, are the watch guards friendly to Belle or no?
Yeah, the imp will say, these are all Belle's. Yeah, these are all Belle's people. They've been trying to interrogate this thing for ages, and it just won't give up the information. They're failures, so you can kill them if you want.
I insight that. Like, I like roll. I'm like I squint my eyes at the end. Like, not very good.
Yeah. Can't tell.
I suspect he might just want to see some carnage, but you might be right. It's fine. Alright, so what's our plan here? Group huddle before we get too close. What's our plan here?
I'm very sorry, I need to pick my spells for the day.
I could try and talk to him by being extra cute thanks to Ilmater, which
technically speaking, gives a +5.
Is back again.
And so, with my regular persuasion +2, that would be a +7 to a persuasion roll. If we just try a, like, just say nice, hello, please give us the answer.
Maybe you can identify with its great suffering.
That's
as
true.
like the suffering god. Yeah.
This is the thing that I have that
Oh,
gives
cool.
me extra persuasion.
Nice.
Sure.
If we're going the normal route.
I think we have to go talk to it, right? There's nothing to do but to talk to it.
But yeah, it says that this thing is not ever talking though. So I don't know.
Well,
we'll be.
What is it?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
After casting Sending today, I expended the Pearl of Power to get that spell back. I
Nice.
did cast Mage Armor as well, so I'm just doing everything. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Well, I mean, I think we should. I think we should talk to the people that are interrogating it now to figure out what they've been doing. It's obviously resilient, but maybe because they are fiends, they're sort of stuck into a certain way of doing things. Maybe there's just another avenue to explore for dealing with this very beautiful looking fellow.
Yeah. Absolutely, we can try that too.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to Spinch's plan.
Well, just Spinch has if Spinch has a +5 bonus to persuasion check, so I think we're gonna let him do the talking.
Do we want to? I mean, do we want to hold on to that until after we, connect with the Arcanoloth and figure out what they've learned so far?
I was just gonna say, yeah, like maybe save Spinch as a puck in the ace.
Okay.
So like figure out
absolutely.
what's going on, figure out if we can maybe regular persuade it, and then if we can't, then I can come in with puppy dog eyes.
What is it being held over?
That's just its blood. There, this demon.
Gotcha. Just
yeah.
Oh, it's bleeding demon ichor. So it's a demon, not a devil. It's an abyss thing.
One
Gotcha.
bargaining chip I have is that I can send it home.
Interesting. Ooh. Let's definitely talk to the Arcanolog first. Just make sure that we don't piss Bell off more than not. But if all Bell wants is the location of his rods, I think that's a good bargaining chip. Okay, y'all ready to approach?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna try to wave the Arcanolog down, I guess. Unless they're immediately hostile.
As soon as you get like within 120 feet, Pavel, you hear in your mind, "If you release me, I'll answer questions 3."
Could I just think back to you?
Yeah.
Oh! So I will just kind of like confer and do. I think this is the Sibriex talking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it just wants to be released. It says that it'll answer questions if we do that.
Don't tell it yes or no.
Yeah.
Like what's...
I will. I'm going to ask it. Have you offered this deal to the Arcanoloth?
He will not accept, for he knows I will kill him.
I see. Okay. I think... Will you kill us?
If you release me, I'll answer questions 3.
And then kill us?
That is a
Or
question,
will
is
you...
it not?
I like you. You're fun. Okay, this is good. I like this. Let me talk to your friends here, and we will figure this out. This is good. Let's just.
All right, you as you approach, you hear the Arcanoloth steps forward, and you see he has like a horn that he speaks through that amplifies his voice a bit as you're approaching, and says, "Declare who you work for."
We work for ourselves, but we're here on
Yeah.
Bell, right? Bell, yeah, that's the right answer.
Yeah, I mean, I'll message him back so that we don't have to yell with the horn. And I'll just like sort of confer with everyone. Like, I'm going to tell him that we're on the assignment for Bell. We're working for Bell.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. That's
So yeah, I'll do that with 25 words on a special assignment from Bell. We have. I don't remember the imp's name. The imp's name is not important, but we have one of Bell's imps that can vouch for us.
You see him just wave for you guys to come closer, and he sits cross-legged on the edge of the platform.
Yep. Come closer, yeah.
So how long have you been at this?
Second. Go ahead and everyone make a Constitution saving throw as you approach.
That's bad. I'll roll for Vin, sorry. I forgot that I have Vin's sheet. Okay.
As you approach, you all take... Yep, all of you take 14 poison damage. And you see the devils all laugh and say, "All right, stay 30 feet away."
Ow.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
It was 14 poison damage as you feel just the aura from this nasty creature just makes you all just vomit in your mouths and just feel incredibly sick to your stomach, as if everything you've eaten in the past day is just turned just vile.
Did my cat stay far enough away?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, your cat's fine, and Lulu and Piggy are fine, as they were behind. So, yeah, you'd all stay 30 feet away.
Ow.
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
So how long have you been at this?
Oh, I don't know. Time is all weird here. Probably a few years.
And what have you accomplished in that time?
Well, we've learned all sorts of things about the area, but the specific thing he won't give up.
Why not?
He wants us to release him, but this thing is very dangerous.
We seek the Pavel can share this if he wants, but we seek the location of the Antimantian rods. We should verify that's the same thing that the Jackal's trying to get. Not something different or additional.
Yes, that and any tactical information that could be used for Bell's advantage. If you can get anything out of this creature, I'll give you 3 soul coins.
Each?
Just one. I only have the 3.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. I think that we should try to make a deal with it. We're not going to release it, but we can send it back to the abyss, right?
That would be a loss of a
so.
valuable asset. Let's avoid that.
Is it a
What if we-
valuable
what if-
asset
It's an
if
asset?
you're? Is it a valuable asset if you can't learn anything else from it?
Yeah, they're at a standstill.
We'll get there eventually. We're immortal, remember?
Ah.
Hmm.
Are we not pushing?
Gosh. I mean, I feel like the way it would have to work is it'd have to tell us, and we'd have to go get the rods, and then it'd be like our promise to like release it. Like it'd be the only way we could potentially do it to make it. Because what if it
We need
lies?
to verify. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we could maybe like try to. I don't know. Can you like scry or anything on like the if it describes the location? But
I cannot scry now.
can you in zone of truth? Anyone?
Spinch cannot.
I'm checking Vin, but also Tamila cannot. I don't think Vin has 0 spells, y'all. Okay.
Funk all the way.
I am judging a little bit. Okay. What other suggestions do we have? Maybe we can gamble with it, or play with it, or
Are you asking me?
no, I'm asking
Sorry.
Pavel and Spinch.
I'm gonna think to the Sibriex. Now I know this is a question, but hopefully you can help us help you. Once you are free, what do you want to do?
I want to remain free. Do you not trust me?
Well, I mean, not exactly. We walked up to you and you made me vomit in my mouth for the 2nd time today.
It's not my fault you can't handle my good looks.
Mm.
Look, I know
Should
a
we
lot.
trust you?
I know good
It turns out we're
information.
disgusted by it, but other Sibrixes, this
Yeah,
is like
he's
a pheromone that turns them on.
He'll say, I could give you a taste of my knowledge. As a token of good faith. What is something you desire to know?
Only Pavel can hear this, right?
Yeah.
Pavel is going to think for a moment. There's the information that we came for, which I assume you're not going to give up. But as for a taste, Do you know? Could you tell me of the true origins of Zerial and her fall? Any betrayals or lost relics that are tied to her history?
Zariel's history is long. I can tell you much. Do you want to know before she came with the army?
Yes.
Long ago, Avernus was once a paradise. And there was an ancient battle between gods and devils. There was Zariel, who was a great fighter, a commander of angels. And she had a leader. His name was Chazakiel.
You
I'm
put
gonna
that
put
in
it,
chat
yeah.
for me?
There we go.
Chazakiel followed Asmodeus instead of their god Lathander. She crossed all of hell to track him down. But eventually, she reached a fight too difficult and had to escape. That is the beginning of her hatred of Asmodeus.
As this is a taste, now that I want to know more about this Jazakiel and where he is now, where she is now, where they are now, and you're not going to tell me. Okay.
I know much. History, where items are, anything you desire. Release me and I'll answer questions 3.
So I'm going to sort of turn and try to confer with the group. I'll use message just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
To talk to Suspension Ben and to Malone. So I feel like there is a very clear and direct way to do this, which is to release the Sibriex and then use banishment to get rid of him in case he is malevolent and mean afterward. But the Arcanoloth and the Chain Devils are not going to be happy with that plan. But we've already gotten agreement that we can kill them because they failed.
Mm-hmm. I do not object to getting them out responding to message. No objections to getting them out of the way so that, we can forge some trust with it. Does it look like the Chain Devils are the thing that's securing it, and if the Chain Devils were to die, it would no longer be secure?
There's chains wrapped around it that's tethering it everywhere, and then they are occasionally animating chains to bring it down more or torture it. So they can manipulate all the chains in the area, but there's chains that are not attached to them, that are attached to the ground and the platform that you'll have to actually release.
Maybe we can tell these three that their services are no longer needed and they can return to Bell.
Try.
That might be a good use of Spinch's eye batting.
Yeah, do you want to do that, Spinch? Or do you want to try and convince the Sibriex to talk without being released?
Well, so could we, and this is definitely not coming from Spinch's mind, but could we do like a malicious compliance thing where we get the soul coins because we say, hey, we're gonna give you your information, and then we like sidebar with Sibriex and say, hey, we're gonna release you. We release him. He gets an opportunity to kill that thing, so then we can have the soul coins, and then we just banish after getting the information from the Sibriex, so we just get everything.
Chaos plan.
I mean, if we just kill the devils and the Loth, might
and
get
just
everything
use
too.
them as a distraction and say like, hey, Sibriex, we're gonna let you kill the people who have been, torturing you. In addition to letting
we might be able to, we might be able to haggle with the Sibriex to get more than 3 questions.
True.
One question
Or
per
we should-
chain.
We should add that they need to be truthful answers, because he could answer questions, but he didn't specify they were truthful.
He is a demon, and I assume it's a he. He looks like a he, but I don't know.
We'll
What
gender
What are your
this
pronouns,
towards the line.
Sibriex? I think that to him. What are your pronouns?
He will say he, him, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sibriex.
I like the idea of just like chaos things, but I'm just gonna point something out. I don't know how often that sick affects us, but if we have to get in close to release the chains, I might go down if we have to release this many. Like, I'm just counting them. There's a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8.
We could
9,
force
10,
the
11.
other ones. We could force the torturers to do it and say like, listen, hey, we got a fake plan with the Sibriex. We're gonna pretend that you guys are gonna release him, but then we tag team them with the Sibriex, and then we use them as a distraction to then banish.
Sally is immune to poison, so maybe Sally can do it.
Dude, Sally is so clutch.
Love Sally so
This is
much.
like
Yeah.
this is like the 5th time she's been MVP.
Yeah.
I didn't list Sally on our chart of people in the thing. Is she animated right now?
She's a bone.
No, she is not.
She's an item until called upon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's strong enough to probably break chains too, right? Yeah, we can definitely try whatever way you want. I am all for the chaos of this. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to defeat it. I think you're gonna have to banish it. But it would be good to get.
Oh, fully. It looks monstrosity type terrible.
I mean, I'm happy to shoot it from a distance if that helps, but it does look a little hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they all play with malicious compliance, like, haha, technically, and I feel like we should too.
If you can persuade them to do whatever you want, I think this is not all a bad thing.
Because his answering of Pavel was like, questions. So I feel like he should appreciate us playing at the same level. Maybe. If we can. I don't know if we can. It was just an idea. I mean, we can go with the basic plan of just trying to persuade. I'm just being greedy.
Yeah,
I like the idea of maybe tricking them a little bit. I think that'd be like a fun thing, and the Sibriex would appreciate the irony for sure.
So I like my thought on like how to articulate what we want to do. I don't know how we're going to do the trickery, but like my thought is to think to the Sibriex. 3 questions to set you 3. 3 more questions to kill, or for you to kill, the fiends in the loth, or the devils in the loth, and then 5 questions more to send you to the abyss. So if that's a total of 11 questions.
Do we know he wants to go to the abyss? Or
He wants to remain free.
Okay, so we can tell him the only way he'll be free is if he goes to the abyss.
Is the abyss a terrible place to exist, though?
I feel like it is.
Too. Like, yeah.
Well, we'll find out.
I don't say that. I don't say that out loud. Or maybe I whisper it. But like,
yeah.
See what he says. Yeah.
Do you guys have an idea on how you want to articulate your chaos plan? Because I don't really know what that would look like.
To kind of like tag along with your 3-tiered option, like it's an a la carte option. Like if he wants to do certain things, he can exchange for 3 or 5 questions. But in that, we would pseudo team up with the torturers and say like, hey, we're gonna make a fake deal with the Sibriex, and then we need your help because you're gonna go and unchain him and like help Sally, but we're actually gonna not do it, but we want to trick him, haha, but actually we're actually gonna release the Sibriex if he wants it. I don't know. We have to confirm with the Sibriex on what he wants.
Well, yeah, and I also we can try to convince him to do that. I am really gonna be surprised if the Arcana Loth agrees to unchain him. We can try for sure.
I think the only way to convince the torturer would be like, we're gonna get the information from him, and he promised not to attack, and that's the lie. That they're gonna die.
Yeah, we promised to protect you. This will all go fine. Yeah.
But so the one thing is, Spench is +5. It's only for persuasion, so Spench has to be telling the truth. So if you guys are gonna do something, you need to tell Spench that that's the plan, and lie to Spench so that he knows it as the truth. So when he speaks, it's the truth. If that makes sense.
Well, let's see what it says to Pavel's offer first.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll do that. I will sort of think back to the Sibriex. Yeah. I make the offer.
Release me included killing them. 2 more questions to get me to the abyss.
Okay, he wants to go to the abyss. That's good.
That's good.
That is good.
I mean, I'd do this for 5 questions, sure. I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. Yeah, I think we're good with that. What are we? I still don't quite get. What are we asking the devils in the loft to do? Like to go down and help with releasing the chains.
To release so that we don't have to deal with the poison, unless Sally can do it all,
But
and then we just ask them to not interfere.
I think honestly, if we just persuade them to not interfere while we release the dude, and then watch them all get murdered, that's probably yeah. Trust us, this is all gonna work out. The end result's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Truer words from Spidge to them. Yeah.
And so we're going to. So we're going to tell them that we are making. We've made it. We've. I'm going to like send the Arcanoloth so that no one else like knows about this, and it's a secret. We're going to say that we have tricked the Sibriex into telling us what we need to know in exchange for letting him free. We're not actually going to let him free, but we have to undo some of these chains before he will. He'll start to answer our. He'll start to give us the answers. So just let us do that. At some point, they're going to get suspicious and they're going to stop us from actually releasing him. At which point, they'll just kill Sally. If we send Sally to do it.
But wait, who will they kill? They'll kill Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but you.
So, at some point, I think we just have to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
I think what Vince is trying to say, like, if you get him free, he can help you fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many chains do we have to break and for him to be free? Is it all 11
question.
that we see?
Let's see here. It was going to take.
Oh, so
Yeah, so you would take it depends on your actions. Like for a round, you could use your action and your object interaction to free a chain, and yeah, it would be. It was just supposed to be 10, so that's probably just an art thing. We'll see one of them's broken.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay. Okay. So I feel like what other options do we have though to break the chains other than Sally? That doesn't put us in danger. I mean, if we can persuade the chain devil to just break 2, I mean, I feel like we could do that. We could try to persuade them like he's not gonna escape if we break 5 chains, but he's gonna trade questions for chains, and maybe we can get them to like agree to break like the first 5 or something.
Oh yeah, we could say that we agreed on releasing the chains to make him more comfortable in his torture for like a brief period, and that we are strong enough to fight him should the worst case scenario with him. Oh wait, could we pretend that we are like holding him with magic and someone to fix it? So like someone does like a really impressive hold person spell and the Sibriex pretends to be frozen.
Could use Shadow Tentacle for that.
Oh yeah. And then we have the Sibriex play along and say like that's the only way that he'll actually be able to get chains loosened and off.
Yeah. Because that would be good. Because I mean, the chain devils, I feel like, can just do the chains, right? They could definitely break like 6 of them.
You said there's 10 total?
Yeah.
He can get out of the last one on his own. The artwork.
I feel like the reasoning though for releasing like half of the chains is not strong enough. Like, it doesn't make sense why only half should be released. What's a compelling narrative for releasing?
I mean, I feel like we could just tell them, shut up and trust us. You wanted to see if we could do it? Well, this is how we're going to do it.
It's true. Is that border on intimidation or persuasion?
You
You can
could
say, we feel very, we feel, yeah, we feel
Oh,
very
that's true. Like,
confident
we
in our
got it all
methods. Yeah.
covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess tone matters.
Trust, yeah, trust. Yeah, but then I think, are we prepared just to try to tank this? I mean, I can and just get like the last ones, I guess. Or do we have anything? Does anyone have anything in their arsenal that can protect from poison? That can.
Good question. I might. I might.
Let's see. I can do a healing spirit, which like you can like run back into to get healed.
Oh, that's right. The one square thing.
Yeah. But only 3 times. I'm checking Vin to see if Vin has anything about poison. Does Pavel know he doesn't have anything, or are you also looking?
Pavel does not have anything for poison.
So the one thing I'm worried about is if we do say we get to like five chains miraculously, we get halfway through the plan, and we go into initiative, and they have really high, and they start off, then we could go down pretty quickly. I think, with I don't feel like they're strong.
Yeah, we would have to like retreat and come back
because the Sibriex can't do anything.
Do I think that I could break the chains from a distance with an arrow?
You could maybe unhook them, from their base, but it would require a pretty high attack roll.
I mean, if we can hold them off long enough, we can do that from like the, can I? Oh God, I'm trying to think like.
So I have one thing that I could do, but it's not proactive, it's reactive. So I have lay on hands, and every 5 points of lay on hands, I can cure a poison. So if someone does get poisoned, if I'm close by, I could cure it, but I don't.
It's just poison damage that we're taking.
Yeah, it was just poison damage, not the poison effect. So it would just be regular healing.
Oh, right. Okay, so never mind. I don't have it.
Let's see what else. We have to have something for this. I don't know. Does anyone have any kind of explosive thing they can do?
Oh, explosion. Let me look at my inventory.
Can we explode the demonicker?
Is it a thing we can do? I didn't know if it explodes. I'm gonna check the bag of holding real quick too to see if we have anything.
I'm gonna double check what's in the robe of useful items as well.
I have vials of oil in order to make new fire arrows.
The Ichor is not known to be flammable.
I have one thing of alchemist fire.
It is. It's so flesh warping. I don't know what that would describe.
Okay.
It just affects flesh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have one thing of alchemist fire, and I do have a potion of fire breath. If we think that I don't think fire itself is going to do very much on these. Need the explodey bit.
I have a vial of corpse stamp. So
Do you
if we
think that
ignite
might
that,
expire?
yeah, I mean, like it should explode.
I think it requires
If you,
an ignition, yeah.
yeah, so like maybe if you tie it to a fire arrow and shoot it, then when it hits, it'll explode. Maybe.
You can try it.
I think I have just one of those.
So you would throw it.
Oh, I have
and it
4
would
of those.
break. So you would throw it and it would break, and then I would have to shoot it with a fire arrow. Is that what we would have to do? You said.
No, I thought you could like attach it to your fire arrow and then shoot your fire arrow with the vial on it, and then whenever that hits, that maybe that'll explode. And I have 4 of those.
I definitely.
That's going to destroy vials.
It might take. It.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's okay though. We could definitely make that for 4 of them. Just putting out there, I do have a bean from the bag of beans. And there are a few options that might work in
man.
favor for a chaos plan. Just saying.
Oh, that's a lot of chaos.
I mean, it might do nothing, but like it could. But I feel like so many of them are like things sprout up, right? I feel like it would definitely get a big chunk of them. A geyser erupts. A treant sprouts. That'll definitely break like at least 2. Statues.
Imagine if we get the pyramid again.
Might actually define it this time. And then a giant beanstalk. Yeah, we really need be above a 90 in order for this to be really effective. I don't know, the fruit tree.
Yeah,
I feel like the bean. I feel like the bean is a little too unpredictable.
Okay, we don't have to do it.
You don't want to fight a bullet?
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to find what now? What was it?
A
One of the
bullet.
options is a bullet, which
Bullet?
is pretty
A
challenging.
bullet?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so I think we can I guess we can at least try to retreat for a little bit, and I think we probably need to retreat a little bit and discuss. But Dean, can I attempt at least to make use the corpse stamps with the fire arrows in order to make little explodey arrows?
Yeah, DC 10 for both of you, Arcana and Sleight of Hand. So Pavel's Arcana and yours Sleight of Hand.
Right.
You want to do this, Pavel? This is how
I
we want
mean,
to use
what's the
corpse
worst
stamp?
thing that could happen? They explode in our faces? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I want to use the corpse stamps on this. 100%. We've had this for so long, and it's useful. This is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want 4 different rolls for each of the 4 arrows?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do 4 sleight of hands. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Okay.
Go through.
Okay.
And then
1, 2, 3,
Mm.
4.
Wow.
So the
that's
failure
very
match
wild.
is in that 20, which means that was so lucky. So right as Tibilla is about to like drop the vial, Pavel, like Spider-Man senses, grab the vial before it hits the ground.
Awesome. Pavel could not have rolled less than a DC 10 on that, too.
Oh, really? Nice. Well, if you rolled a nat
Yeah.
1, I would have counted it as a fail. Yeah.
So we have 4 explodey arrows. I'm gonna mark off the stuff for fire arrows.
Yeah, so they'll do force damage instead of fire damage because the fire will ignite the gas.
Okay.
Oh,
and
so
let's
we
see.
could trick the torturers and say, like, Tamilla's gonna go off in the distance, and we're gonna pretend to let the Sibriex chains, like, you're gonna loosen half the chains, and we're actually gonna attack the Sibriex, but Tamilla's gonna actually attack the chain. So we're, like, tricking the torturer.
How does attacking the Sibriex help the torturers?
It's like an assurance policy for them, like convincing them that it's okay to let the chains go because we're actually not. We're gonna get the Sibriex down so low that he'll have to. I don't know. Ooh.
Extreme torture.
So
It's the tricking the torturers part that I feel like.
I mean, we can definitely try, but I think between Sally and my arrows, we have a plan for only 5.
Okay.
If we can if we can convince the torturers to give us 5 more, or if like you and Vin also both want to just take one and tank through it again, like not necessarily suggesting that because I think you'll die. I'm worried about you dying, but
I'm worried about it.
A person can do 2 in a round because they can do their object interaction and their action.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the correct number, and I can shoot 2 arrows, so I do need 2 rounds, and it doesn't have to. And I have to also hit all of them, which is a little bit of a thing.
Oh yeah.
But
Could an imp help?
An imp would probably die.
Are they immune to poison? Maybe.
I'm checking.
And how do the chain devils and Econoloth? Are we just assuming they're just immune to this poison damage?
I imagine they're immune to poison.
Nobody's asked.
I would expect them to be.
Oh yeah, the imps are immune to poison. You're right.
Are the imps strong enough to unhook a chain?
Yeah.
Okay, well, counting the one in the bag, we do have 3 imps. Just putting that out there.
That one's
They
dead.
can go invisible.
Wasn't one of them breakfast?
Oh, did we kill it? I thought we were keeping it alive until we could roast
it's
it.
kept alive. The
Oh, it's
plan is
knocked out.
for food.
Okay. That's right.
But if we need to change plans, you can convince Spin.
How many hours of air are there in the bag of holding for an imp? Do they need air?
It's not in the bag of holding, right? It's just in like a knapsack
It's in, like, a
slung in the
sack,
back of
yeah,
our.
like a potato sack.
Oh, okay. Do you just like do you just like bash it against the ground every couple of hours so it doesn't wake up?
You just hear like a little peep, squirming, some movement, and then just like dead again.
It's so terrible.
It's keeping the meat. The fresher it is, the more tender it is, right? So
You
don't want to kill it.
This is what happens when you leave Spinch in hell and he starts to like take on some of the hellish attributes.
I mean, he did try to eat zombie
Curiosity.
flesh in the material plane, so...
There's just so many new things down here. His curiosity is getting the best.
Okay, does anyone have any additional things to try or to test?
I guess Spinch could take 3 if he action surge, because you have fighter, right? You could do 3 chains
Oh,
in
yeah.
1 round. Yeah.
Does Vin have a thing?
I only have one of those.
Okay. If you wanted to.
Vin has an extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once. If you take an attack action, it's not an attack action.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, we're saying force damage can release them, so... But it's bludgeoning, so he would have to break the trains, and they have a health bar.
Gotcha. How are we doing the explodey arrows? Or is it just I have to roll high enough?
Yeah, you're trying to attack their attachment point and not break it, but like it's like a hook that the chain is hooked into. You're trying to unhook it with your arrow.
But what if I tried to explode it instead?
The explosion is I'm reducing the attack roll needed. Is how I'm gonna do it.
Okay, that sounds good. That's probably better for us than asking it to just do a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. But I can just keep trying with regular arrows after that. Okay.
Does Mage Hand work? Do I think Mage Hand would work?
That's only 5
10 pounds?
pounds. Or is 10 pounds?
Oh, I think it's 10, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then that'd be enough to unhook it. Yeah. But that would only be
that's really good.
One round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone
I
can
thought of...
bless, that'll make it easier for me to hit them.
I do have bless.
I think
I can
Lulu
do
has
that.
it, actually, if you want her to do it.
Oh, nice, yeah. I'll go talk to Lulu about blessing me before we do this.
Yeah.
I have bless.
Okay, either one. That's fine.
Yeah. But we might not need it. I have a plan, maybe. So instead of only having them release half, to try and get them to release everything, could we say, speaking to the torturers, hey, our plan is to make a fake agreement with the Sibriex to release it, but we're going to cast a hold monstrosity spell on it so that we comply with the deal, but we don't actually release it. And so then the torturers will be like, oh, haha, you're being tricky, you're being lawful about it. But we do the fake out plan where we actually tell the Sibriex, hey, you need to go along with it and pretend that we have this like high level spell that freezes you, so that it convinces the torturers that they can release the chains. Does that seem like it's feasible?
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely try it.
Because that way we don't.
We're relying on the Sibriex to be a good actor.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, I feel like we might even.
If we use Shadow Tentacle, that's kind of the same idea, but it's like a visual thing that's happening. The Sibriex might not like that because
we would tell it in advance.
Well,
right?
just
we
tell
would
the
tell it in
Sibriex,
advance.
don't panic.
The Sibriex, we'll tell them don't panic, and if you're uncomfortable at all, you can actually just like kill the Shadow Tentacle. Which may or may not be immune to poison.
Mm.
I don't think it is.
I like this plan.
Oh. Yes, it can take damage, but I mean, I'm not going to try to make it. Like, yes, the idea behind it is that it does take damage, and that's one way to get rid of it.
I like this plan, and I think we should definitely try it. If for some reason it fails, then I think we'll be able to like maybe regroup and discuss. But I think it will just be to go into initiative and try to like unchain the Sibriex, right?
Unchain it, all 10, right?
All 10. We can maybe even like try to sneak unchain it, see how many Mage Hand can get before we're like actually doing damage, and then yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't think that I can sneak unchain the chain.
With the Mage Hand, you don't think so?
We
can like distract them and be like talking to him, and then you can like go.
That's like an arcane trickster rogue. That's not.
Well, I feel like we could definitely do a thing where like Sally could just like walk up and unchain the first one, and they wouldn't know what happened until after she got it undone. Too. We'll cross that bridge in a second. Let's try to convince them. And if it doesn't work, then we'll regroup on our plan for how we're going to surprise them and unchain as many as we can before the first round of combat.
So, okay. I think I should pop my persuasion thing, right? Because we want the Sibriex to go along. Okay, so if I use my channel divinity, we only have 10 minutes in game of it still being up. So if there's
Yes.
any other persuasion things, we're gonna have to do it within 10 minutes.
You can do it. I believe between you and Pavel, with your show of tentacles and your high persuasion, you are going to convince them to unchain the Sibriex.
Okay, so first
It-
is
it-
Sibriex.
And Spinch, I think you can think to the Sibriex. You don't have to like say the plan out loud. You don't have to say the plan out loud. You can think in your mind to the Sibriex.
Oh, okay. Hello, Sibriex. Wait, sorry. As a player, right? We're first to Sibriex. Get him on board. Right?
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, great. Hello, Sibriex. Can you hear me?
I was
My
talking
name is
to the
Finch.
smart one.
Oh, yes, he is smart, but I am smartest. So you can talk to me. We have a plan, and it's very cool. Do you want to hear? Because it helps you.
I will be released in this plan.
Yes, I think Pavel mentioned that you will go to the Abyss to be free, right? And that is the plan.
Go on.
Well, so we want to scheme with you, and we need you to be a good actor. So, the plan is that we are going to talk to your torturers and pretend like we're trying to trick you, but we're actually tricking them. It's so very confusing. So, I will go slow and explain it so you do not get confused. So, what is going to happen is we're going to pretend talk to the torturers, and then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, haha, let's get the Sibriex, fake out, and then we are going to pretend like we are holding you with a super powerful magic thing that Pavel will do, and we need you to pretend like you are frozen by this super magic powerful hold spell. And so, are you a good actor? Can you stay frozen and pretend like that's happening?
Yes, I am the best actor.
Ooh, do I believe him?
Inside check.
Okay. Yeah, I believe him. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and so he might do a shadow tentacle thingy that might be close to you. So if you don't feel good, please don't move. But if you accidentally move, you have to attack the torturers as best you can, because if you start moving, they'll know that it's fake and they'll start to attack. And if we die, we can't help you. Does that make sense?
The Loth knows powerful spells. Be prepared.
Ooh, thank you for letting me know. I will tell that immediately to the group verbally as I'm talking to the Sibriex. And then also say to the group, it is going so well so far. He is very smart. He is following along with the plan. And then I'll jump in back to the Sibriex telepathically and say, okay, so you are frozen, and because we are faking them out, they are going to release the chains, because they will think that we are releasing the chains in order to free you without freeing you, and that we are tricking you, but we are actually tricking them. And so you need to be frozen. And then once all the chains are gone, then we will all attack. Or maybe just you, because you're very strong. But we'll see. You can just attack the torturers, and then you can kill them, because that's what you want. And then you can go to the Abyss and be free. And then that's the end of the plan. But you also have to give us the answers.
Only 5 answers.
5, yes. 5 answers.
I've-
Yeah. I don't know what the questions are. But yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll persuasion. See how
Okay.
on board
And
he's.
I am
Zero
using
five.
my
Mm-hmm.
emissary. So I'm marking channel divinity off. I'm adding persuasion.
Oh, it was.
Okay. 21.
Ooh, that's good.
He seems to be on board, and he'll say,
I shall help in your fight.
Oh, but the more important thing is to help by being a good actor.
Of course, I am the best actor.
Okay. And if you overhear our conversation with your torturers, just know that, remember, like I explained to you, it's a fake agreement with them. So we're actually going to release you to the abyss.
Good luck in your plan.
Oh, thank you. I like bat my eyes. I'm very good. I guess I'll give a thumbs up to Tamila and Pavel and Vin.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I'll get as close as I can without triggering the poison thing and yell out to the this is
I think that triggers the poison.
I think
I think
you're happy with it.
This is it.
I can also
What's the line?
message.
30 feet. Oops.
Yeah, you might let.
I can also I can message the Akarnaloth so that we don't sort of give up the fake plan to the Sibriex, who is the double fake out, so that he doesn't hear that it's a double fake out, even though it's a triple fake out.
Oh, but I already told him what I would tell the torturers, so he knows that that's fake.
Well, I think we need to explain to the torturers. We don't want the torturers we don't want the torturers to hear the Sibriex to think that the Sibriex has heard about how we're supposedly cheating.
It's a triple fake out. So
yes.
the torturers should be on board with the double part of it.
Yes. So how can I be convincing if you are talking?
You could tell them to listen to Pavel.
We're deceiving them?
That's funny. Hey! I'll just like yell out. You need to... What Pavel says is going to be really, really good.
Yeah. Look at if you do that, we'll let Pavel have the +5.
Alright, cool.
Nice.
I do that.
That's amazing.
I just, like, while Pavel's talking, I just blink my eyes towards them.
Yeah. So I'm going to point at the Arcanoloth. And I'm going to start messaging to him to let him know that we have made a deal with the Sibriex. He is going to answer questions and identify the location of Bell's arcane rods. That's what we're looking for, right? Arcane rods?
Adamantine
rods.
They're probably also arcane-ish. Like, yeah, sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange, we're going to start to release the chains. For every couple of chains, there's going to be a question answered, culminating in that final question. The trick here is that it is a trick. Before we release the final chain, or when we release the final chain and we get our answer, I am going to use magic to restrain the Sibriex, and then we can rechain him very quickly before he has an opportunity to kill you and us. That's what's going to happen. We want you to help us with removing the chains in this plan.
Alright, go ahead and roll persuasion. And we'll add 5.
sorry. Do I need to roll deception or just both?
Oh yeah, deception. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Pavel.
+5. +5.
He seems to think. All right. Let me see how he responds. And you used message, right? So this is telepathic.
Correct.
All right.
Yep.
He will respond and say, "This thing is strong. As soon as you remove half, it will flee. You can remove 4 chains."
Okay, that's pretty reasonable,
bad.
right? Because if we remove 4 and he's saying half. Wait, can we confirm with the Sibriex that half would do it?
You can ask him.
Right. I feel like Pavel should though, because Spinch doesn't have that.
Right, because this is all in Pavel's
Yeah.
Pavel's mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pavel is gonna try to look like he's thinking over what the Loth said, and then make a little bit of a show of looking at the Sibriex to because we're making sure that the deal is right. And he's gonna ask the Sibriex, if only 5 chains were removed, would that free you?
I am a bit weakened, but I think I could escape 5.
Okay. Good. So
So I guess
we
now.
are. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a last kind of confer with the Sibriex. We're gonna get 4 off of you. Then we're gonna get a question answered, and then this is all gonna go down.
You can
I
fake
did not
answer a
agree to
question.
any questions until I am released.
Okay, we will pretend that you're answering a question. That's good enough for me.
Deal.
Remind him that he needs to be a good actor. He needs
Spinch-
to look like he's answering questions.
Spinch wants me to remind you that you need to be a good actor and look like you're answering the question.
As I
Like a
told
little
him,
blood bubble just pops whenever.
I am the best actor.
I believe you. All right. Okay. So I think at this point, I'm going to just finalize those details with the Arcanoloth. I'm going to message him. We want you and the Chain Devils to be ready to release 3 chains. We'll get 1 more, and then as soon as those 4 are off, he's going to start answering questions.
Chain Devils can just do it. You have to climb down or anything. The Chain Devils can just I'm going to assume.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
not.
don't think you need to sacrifice Sally. Right?
Well, Sally's already dead. It's fine.
It would be
heartless.
nice. It would be nice to go ahead and get a few in the zone, and if we can get Sally in the range of one of them and get your mage hand in range of another without it being suspicious, that might be a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can just I don't need to get Mage Hand in range. I can just summon it next to one and use it with that initial action.
Yeah,
They don't
get
wanna
Sally
help
in there.
you with the chains.
They don't want to help us with the chains? Okay, then we'll just get Sally to do 4.
All right.
Have her do
work.
ones around
Yeah,
the
they're
back.
lazy.
Are lazy.
Okay,
Pavel
yeah,
is a
so
very
I will...
good thing.
He was done.
True. Very true.
Yeah,
We're
so
gonna
I
tell
will...
Belle how much you all helped. I don't say that.
Performance report.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the
I do not say that out loud.
Okay.
Hey, Sally. We love Sally.
All right, and then we'll say since there's an extra chain here, I'll put an X on this one in the back and say that one is broken.
You can't see your X's if you're putting X's on. Oh, there it goes.
There we go. Why did you want the ones in the back? Does that make sense?
Because I can shoot. Well, I can shoot the ones in the front if I have to.
I see. Got it.
It should be fine because Sally's gonna get 4 and you're gonna get 1. But then I feel like we might still focus on trying to free it so it can do the murdering. I don't know. It just seems wise. So I'm still planning on targeting chains if we go into combat. FYI.
Yeah, having more chains down would just help it because even he said I might be able to.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna advise you all to try to stay out of range if you can help it. I feel like
Pavel should back up.
Stay within 30 feet of your mage hand. But
Pavel needs to mage hand. How far is mage hand? Is it for 30? Oh, that's message. Hold on. There we go. 30 feet, which is if I get the closest one. Oh, perfect. Yep, that's where I need to be.
Okay.
I'm gonna send
put in like
Piggy out of range of fireball.
Lulu will
I'm gonna
stand between or float between you two.
I need to go somewhere kind of hidden and get a torch ready so that I can actually do the fire arrows and make them explode.
Okay. Yeah, I mean these rocks are definitely big enough to hide behind if you wanted to.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a lit torch ready and out of sight back behind here. And I'm gonna try to be very nonchalant with it. No, it's fine. I'm saying just in case things going wrong and have my bow out and they'll be fine. They'll leave that.
Okay, so I command Sally to come down here and get the first chain for this one. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm taking all the good ones.
We'll just keep going counterclockwise. You'll be fine.
Yep.
That's a circle.
Yep.
Clockwise. I did very much clockwise.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's a fancy X marks.
I didn't even mean to.
Yeah. And Sally just walks up and does the next one.
Okay. Oh. That would be good.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
And then the last of the 4. She goes up and gets.
You can see all the devils in the loth are watching her very carefully.
Yep. Then Pavel sort of commands Sally to stop, and he makes a show of looking at the Sibriex, and he thinks to the Sibriex, This is not a question. I'm just actually thinking to you to help with it, with the deception. Because I want to actually look like I'm thinking at you. Do I look like I'm thinking at you?
Method acting.
Yeah, method acting. That's right.
He will respond.
You look like you're sick.
Aww. I'm sure it's true for Pavel, but still.
It is. Yeah, he's pale.
The snot monster called you sick, Pavel.
Wait, is that a compliment from him?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Maybe, yeah.
And as Pavel is making the show and thinking, he'll sort of stand there and nod, and he will sort of he commands he verbally commands Sally to move to the last chain, and then he looks like he's asking another question. Just doing the theater.
Yeah, the Loth will say,
and
what was
then-
the answer? And what was the question?
So I'm going to speak out. Yeah, I'm gonna speak out. The question was about Zariel's history, and the answer is that long ago, Avernus was a paradise. There was an ancient battle between gods and devils, and Zariel was a great fighter, commander of the angels, and she had a commander with her, or she was fighting against. Gosh, I think I got this in my notes
He was
wrong.
chasing down.
It was like her
She was
general.
she was
so, like,
chasing down.
yeah.
Was it her general or
Yeah,
like
it
the
was
enemy
her,
general?
her superior officer. Switch
Oh,
sides.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. So her commander, who was Chazakiel, followed Asmodeus instead of Lathander and betrayed them and switched sides, and so she was tracking him down and chasing him down, and that is she had to stop when she got into a fight that she had to retreat from, and that was sort of the start of her animosity toward Asmodeus. And now I would like to learn more about this Chazakiel, where they are now, and what happened with this battle.
This is not tactical. This is not the adamantine rods.
The adamantine rods must come last, and it is tactical if you open your mind. Bel is to be the new ruler of Avernus. We need to know insights into Zariel's history to overcome her.
Go ahead and give a persuasion check. That's true.
Believe, Pavel!
You can do it.
Hey! Nice. Very good.
That's smart for a human.
And so then Pavel is going to look back at the Sibriex and start to look like he's asking another question. And then he takes his staff, like he's ready to he's looking like he's getting ready to cast a spell. He goes through the motions. And as he looks like he's holding the spell, he's going to shout the command to Sally. Release it!
Hey. Give me a performance check for your spell.
Would this be a deception check, I think? I mean, it's the same.
You can do either or, yeah.
Okay. I think it's deception. I'm going to click deception. Because I'm not really trying to enthrall them and hold their attention. I'm trying to make them think I'm doing something that I'm not.
Right, yeah. But yeah, he immediately calls out to the others. It's a trick. And we will end the session there for tonight.
Okay. We have 5 questions. Oh my gosh. We have to figure these out.
Yeah, definitely think about what questions you want to ask it.
Right.